The Ford F-150 Raptor, renowned for its exceptional off-road capabilities and throwing performance, has consistently captivated enthusiasts. There is so much to love about it, and that is clearly shown in this 2023 Ford F-150 Raptor. Is this one of the biggest and baddest trucks you can buy, and is this a good option in the used market? Let's go ahead and find out. Let's begin by discussing the pricing and the trim level. The F-150 is available in multiple different cab and bed configurations as well as trim levels, but the Raptor kind of has its own corner in the trim lineup. It's almost like a sub-brand of the F-150. That is because there are three versions of the Raptor available. The standard Raptor, which we have today, the Raptor 37, which comes with 37-inch tires, and the Raptor R, known for its 5.2-liter supercharged V8s. We have the standard Raptor today, and it is a used 2023 model with 26,000 miles on it. This one is about $76,000. Let's go ahead and see what you get for the money. The F-150 Raptor boasts a very aggressive design. You get a large blacked out grille with large Ford lettering, 3 marker lights at the top, a functional vent and tow hooks at the bottom, and a hood scoop with Raptor branding. The headlights look very nice. They are going to be fully LED with an amber daytime running light, projector style LED headlamps, fog lights at the bottom, and marker lights in the fender and the grille. This F-150 Raptor is modified, and some of the modifications include different wheels and different tires. The stock version of this car would come with 17-inch matte black alloy wheels wrapped in 35-inch all-terrain tires. If you choose the Raptor R or the Raptor 37, you will automatically be upgraded to 37-inch tires. Moving on to the side profile, you're going to find these beefy fenders with plastic cladding, air vents on the side, running boards at the bottom, a keypad on the door, and this very detailed Raptor graphic. The mirrors are going to have heating, blind spot monitoring, and power folding, but you don't get auto dimming. You still get a lot of other party tricks though. There are cameras on the bottom to help with off-roading, and the mirror turn signal can turn into an LED light. That is to light up everything on the side of you. This can be a very useful feature, and I think more pickup trucks should include this. Moving on to the rear end, you're going to find large Ford lettering across the matte black midsection of the tailgate, exposed exhaust at the bottom, power sources by the license plates, and the taillights are going to be fully LED. The Raptor has a slightly different overall design to the taillights, but you still get an LED brake light, an LED reverse light, and an LED turn signal. Now let's take a look at the interior and see what it's like to be on the inside of a Raptor. I am very happy to say that there are a lot of features and amenities that you get for $76,000. Let's take a look at the door panel. The upper part is completely fabric because that is the speaker grille, pretty large for a speaker, very impressive. There's leather on the armrest and electronic door release, all of your buttons in matte black plastic, some smoked aluminum trim, your memory seating for 3, and then you also have a ton of storage at the bottom area. There is also a metal speaker grille which looks very nice for $76,000. The running boards make it easy to get inside, and yes, even if you are 7 foot tall, you will need them. There are door sills that say Ford Performance, and of course you need to have the all-weather floor mats in a Raptor. The seats are going to be pretty comfortable. The seats are going to be made of this very cushy leather and suede. You get Raptor branding on the upper part, a speaker grille in your headrest with Bang & Olufsen branding, and they're going to be 12-way power adjusting. You also get heating and ventilation with memory seating. There is quite a lot to talk about on the interior of this F-150 Raptor, so let's go ahead and get started. The steering wheel is going to be very nicely leather wrapped and heated, and you also get this orange marker at the top. There's going to be Raptor branding at the bottom, these very large metal paddle shifters that feel amazing in the hand, and all of your buttons are going to be in matte plastic. With the F-150, you get the traditional Ford gauges. You got your digital speedometer on the right and your digital tachometer on the left. There isn't a ton of customization, but I don't think you need it because the gauge cluster looks very nice in my opinion. There is a good amount of information you can scroll through. This is not all of it, but you got your trip settings and your fuel economy, and as you can see, we are not getting amazing fuel economy right now. The materials in this Raptor are bordering on a luxury vehicle. This is not the Platinum model, but it has materials that are similar to it. You got some smoked aluminum trim, some more aluminum running through the center area, some matte plastic on the buttons and through your center console. And I like that there isn't a lot of gloss black, because with a Raptor, that is not going to be a very good idea. Now let's move on to the storage in the F-150 Raptor. Under this very nicely leather-wrapped armrest, you're going to find a ton of space with felt lining and a storage tray. There's a little hole for the gear selector to go into, so if I push this button, it's going to go right in. And then you can actually fold this down for a little work table. You can work on a laptop here, you can write down something on a piece of paper, or you can just eat your hamburger. There's also a dedicated phone slot, 2 cup holders, a wireless phone charger, more storage, and 2 USB ports. Additionally, you also get some storage underneath the smoked aluminum trim. There's a lot of space in here, and it is nice that Ford is still including this, because not a lot of trucks have this nowadays. The climate controls are going to be completely physical buttons. You get these very big and chunky knobs right here. You also get a little toggle for your fan speed. And then you have heated and ventilated seats. There are also some controls for your defrost, your mode selection, your auto controls, and your airflow. These are very easy to use, and I'm very happy that Ford is still keeping the physical controls. Next to that, you're going to find your drive mode selector, your rear locker, your 4-wheel drive controls, and your trailer brake controller. Now let's move on to the infotainment system. This is the same exact display and software that you would find on a brand new 2025 Ford F-150 Raptor. You get built-in navigation, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can change up some of the settings, and you also can control the driver's assistance features. You also get a Bang & Olufsen sound system, and some of the speakers are actually built into the headrest. It sounds absolutely amazing, and there is no way to replicate the sound through this YouTube video. This shifter here is very interesting. You can actually make it go down into this little hole. Just hope that it doesn't get stuck there. And when you put it in reverse, you're going to find a very high resolution backup camera. You have a bunch of different views, and you also have a 360-degree view and somewhat active trajectory. You also have an auto park assist if that is helpful. I think that would be very helpful because this truck is absolutely massive. There is also another button to activate the camera system right here. So if you need to get to your cameras quickly and change the different views, you can do so. Up top, you're going to find a standard rear view mirror, and you're also going to find 6 auxiliary switches. I like that you have this as standard equipment because you don't have to install one of those ugly aftermarket ones. There is also a sunglasses holder, which is becoming more rare on newer vehicles. Now let's take a look at the passenger side and see how exciting it is over on this side. The seats are going to be exactly the same. You get the same cushy leather with Raptor branding and Bang & Olufsen speakers in your headrest. They will also be heated, ventilated, and 10-way power adjusting. There's a little red stripe and an American flag on this side, and you get smoked aluminum trim right in front of you. You can open that up for extra storage space. There's more storage space down by your foot, and you get 2 power sources to plug in your devices. The glove box is pretty standard for a pickup truck, tons of space but no felt lining. Now let's take a look at the rear seats and see what is going on back here. The door panel has plenty of storage as well as a metal speaker grill, leather on the armrest, fabric up top, and there is a grab handle to ease your entry. There is so much space in the back of the F-150 Raptor. In fact, it is very close to the Mercedes S-Class, which is pretty insane. The back of the seat is going to be in leather, and you also get a pretty large seat back pockets. In the middle, you're going to find 2 cup holders and a phone holder. You also get a power source and 2 USB ports, and another power source above that with 2 heated seats. Fold down part of the middle seat for an armrest and 2 cup holders. Even though this is a big off-road ready pickup truck, the bed is still very important for this car. To open the gate, you're just going to push this button twice on the key fob. You can also do it from the gate itself, but we're just going to use this way for today. The Raptor model comes with a short bed configuration and a standard spray-in bed liner. There is a step that comes out of the gate, and the gate itself features various useful measurements. Another cool feature is the bottle opener. Of course, you also get some lights and power sources. But let's go ahead and see what that monstrous powertrain is all about. Now let's take a look at what's powering this beast. Under the hood is a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 that makes 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. All of that is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. That is probably why the fuel economy is better than I expected at 15 miles per gallon in the city, 18 on the highway, and 16 combined. Obviously, that is not the most powerful F-150 you can get. There is a Raptor R model available with a supercharged V8. If you need the most performance out of your F-150, that is definitely the way to go. There is a lot more competition to the standard F-150 Raptor versus the Raptor R, so let's go ahead and break them down. If you are shopping for a new F-150, then the Ram 1500 RHO would probably be the #1 competitor. But if you are looking to buy a used one or also a new one, the Chevrolet Silverado ZR2, the GMC Sierra AT4X, and the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro would also be competitors. Each truck has its own unique features and they're all great in their own way, but I do have to admit that the F-150's exhaust note is definitely the best. This F-150 Raptor is 233 inches long and 87 inches wide. Well, that is going to wrap up today's video on this 2023 Ford F-150 Raptor. The Raptor is a monstrous truck with a lot of cool features, and it's an amazing choice in the used markets. This thing also looks and sounds amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.